All right, AB, keys to the game. The Husky Killer back in Husky Stadium coming up. It's Washington State in Seattle. And, keys to the game. Looks like you dug something out there. Popped something on the old noggin.
You know, Chaz, I think the most important key is that I found this helmet. The last time I wore this helmet was the 100th Apple Cup in Husky Stadium where we got a win. But the real most important key in my mind is that Washington State's got to find a way to stop the run against the Huskies. In 3 of the Husky losses this year, they've been held to under 100 yards rushing, including last week versus Colorado. Washington State has struggled at times to find a way to stop the run. I think that's the way to do it. Sell out, stop the run, force Jacob Eason to beat you throwing the football.
All right, AB, what are your thoughts on the air raid against the Washington defense in this one?
The Husky defense, even though they're young in their secondary, has been good against the pass all year, and they're very similar in the way they play to the California Bears. So I think for Washington State, a major key here is to make sure they stay patient on offense. Take what the defense gives you. Don't try and force the ball downfield. Last week versus Oregon State, felt like Anthony Gordon got a little bit antsy throwing the ball early, trying to force some things. But the second half, boy, he was really good, really patient, and that led to big plays for Washington State. Same thing versus the Huskies. Take what the defense gives you.
How do you keep that heart rate down in a key game like this, a rivalry game? What do you do to try to stay calm?
We all know the Apple Cup is a game that is filled with a lot of emotion. It's going to go back and forth. There's going to be good and bad plays for both teams, and it's so important that you don't just ride the wave up and down, that you stay even-keeled and that you manage the emotion of the game. That's going to help you take the crowd out of it, and when you get into big situations late in the game, you're able to manage your emotions and handle yourself in those situations and take advantage of that to make the big play that matters.
11 o'clock airtime from KXLY Studios with Derek Dice and Billy Newman. Will be up in the booth in Husky Stadium, 12:30 along with Jess. It's the Cougs and the Huskies here for the Apple Cup.